On today's show, we have a special treat. We have the president of Worthmore Jewelers. So this guy, I've known this guy, I don't know, like my son is like 14. I've known him before my son was born. So at least 15 years. And I've seen how his business was thriving before. You went to multiple locations. You tried a couple other things here and there. I mean, just give the people a little bit of who you are, Harris.
Right. Yeah. So grew up in Atlanta, grew up in the home of an entrepreneur, my father, who was definitely my mentor and role model. And he was a corporate guy to start off and then decided enough of the corporate world. I want to go do something for myself. So, that's really what I was brought up on. Mom also working, dad working, paving their own ways. So it was in my blood from a young age. Started with a stereo business in a flea market and was always doing something, even in college, working multiple jobs through college, driving limos, working as a DJ in a bar, whatever it was, just to turn it up and have a lot of interaction with people, get to know people, get to know what to do, what not to do. And then was running a big jewelry store here in town. And to streamline it, got into discussion with the owners of what the business was worth. And I told them one price. They said, I don't think it's really worth that much. And I was like, I think you'll be surprised. We built this thing pretty big. And about 6 weeks later, they came back and they said, hey, good news. You were actually right. The business was worth that much. And I said, oh, cool. I love being right. Good to know. And they said, so we sold it. And I was like, oh. Okay, well, what exactly does that mean? And they said, well, we sold the business, we're getting out. And I was like, okay. So fast tracking that, I started interviewing. My wife at the time was pregnant. We had a baby on the way. I was like, got to go keep the paycheck coming. Started interviewing with other jewelry stores in town. And actually my wife, Jerry, said, what are you doing? For years, you have a file cabinet full of business ideas like any entrepreneur, everything from vending machines to whirly ball to jewelry to clothing to coffee bars, believe it or not, before they were big. I'm a little bit older. We had visited some out of town places that had awesome coffee bars. It was before Starbucks was even here. But she was like, this is a sign that this is meant to tell you this is the time to do it. And that was the push that I needed at that time to be like, she had a job fortunately still, but are you sure we can do this? And she said, I'm sure you can do this. And it really was what I needed at the time.